Get ready for sports news and entertainment. All right, here, your 7 minutes with Simmons starts right now.
All right, guys, here we go with another episode of What Did Christian Do That Is Absolutely Unexplainable. So this one, we were talking about it the other day, the boiled beef episode. We were literally just talking how I fail at just about every housekeeping skill you can imagine. Check out this one, all right? This is what I do this morning. My mom asks me to go make her a sandwich. I guess she said sandwich. I didn't hear the sandwich part, but she, in her head, and I guess with her words also communicated to me that that's what she was looking for. I failed to grasp that concept. I went downstairs. I toasted the bread, put the butter on. Then I took the chicken, put it on the plate. The mustard also went on the plate along with the tomatoes. I didn't assemble the sandwich. It's like, what an interesting one, man. Like, I don't know. This stuff happens on a daily basis, all right? But welcome back to the podcast, guys. I'm your host, the stupid chef, Christian Simmons. You're listening to 7 Minutes with Simmons. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. We're going to get right back to the offseason recaps today. Today we got the New Jersey Devils. Brief offseason recap and a look ahead, the projection for 2025-2026. So we'll get straight to the point with that one in a minute. But really quickly, who's at Veld this weekend? If you are and listening to this podcast, clearly you are not having a good time. That's concerning. Maybe my sister, shout out to her. She is in Toronto, the T of O, for the big EDM festival. Can I call it that? Is it EDM? Or is it like an electronic music festival? I once said EDM to somebody. I was listening to a song, and I'm like head bopping in the car. And I'm like, yo, this is some good EDM, isn't it? And the guy looked at me, cranked his neck at a 45-degree angle, stared me right down and said, this is not EDM. So I don't know. Personally, I'm not familiar with these terms. I don't know what's what. But if you're in Toronto for Veld, let me know how it is. What was the first day like? Who played? How did you enjoy it? And from a scale of 1 to 10, how inebriated were you? I think those are all relatively valid questions. Hold on to your horses. A couple more days there. Enjoy it. It sounds like a blast. I've never gone myself, but maybe one day. Anyways, let's dive in, guys. New Jersey Devils offseason recap, and it starts from the back. The big signings in net. Also, up front as well, I think it's kind of a teeter-totter here. They signed Jake Allen back in the blue ice. 5-year, $9 million deal that anchors the crease. And then up front, they added Connor Brown on that 4-year, $12 million deal for some reliable middle six scoring. And as we've seen, well displayed on his resume, some playoff grit as well. So that's an important addition for this team as they look to make a jump. I think re-signing Jake Allen also important for a team looking to make some deep runs into the playoffs. The goaltending situation obviously needs to be a priority, and it looks like they've locked it down with Jake Allen. Also, in the middle, defensive boosts via the trade deadline acquisitions. Brian Dumoulin acquired from Anaheim. You got Jonathan Kovacevic signed to that 5-year extension after being traded back in June as well. So a couple of new additions, well, not new, but a couple of things happening on the blue line. Brian Dumoulin, again, one of those guys with tons and tons of playoff experience. He's got the resume. He knows how to do it. He's won a cup. He knows what it takes. And I think it's an important thing for this Jersey team to have guys like that in the locker room. Now, with those acquisitions come some departures. And I think it's important for this to happen for New Jersey. They're clearing up some cap space, looking to bring in some important players here. in the upcoming months, maybe next season, early, and as far as the trade deadline, to really lock it in for what is an important season for them next year. They're kind of in that spot where it's like, okay, we got some of these superstars. You know, we got the Hughes kids. We got Heisher. And at what point do we become an elite team? And I think it's important that they free up some cap space to maybe bring in some big-time names to help them make that jump. Eric Holla, one of them. He's traded to Nashville. That frees up about $3 million in cap space. Additionally, UFAs like Curtis Lazar, Daniel Sprong, Justin Dowling, and Nolan Foote all departed or were not re-signed. So that's important as well as, again, they look to bring in some maybe fresh but talented and elite faces to this New Jersey Devils team. Coaching, also a shakeup. Ryan McGill and Chris Taylor, plus video coach Jerry Deneen, were all let go as part of this bench purge that they've been doing. A massive reorganization aimed at shifting the club's identity. And again, this goes back to what they're trying to do with the organization as a whole. So lots of things changing there. The cap flexibility, they got $20 million available. What are they going to do with it? I see the defense solidifying fast as well. The offensive core remains strong with Hughes and Meyer and Jesper Bratt and all that fun stuff. Potential blockbuster on the horizon. So there are swirling trade rumors. Maybe Quinn Hughes potentially reuniting with the two other Hughes brothers in New Jersey. How interesting would that one be? We'll wait on the Triple H wrestling pun. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Peace.